What's up, everyone? I'm back. So today I'm going to be doing my first Dragon Ball Super video. I said I was going to get into the game a while ago. 2 weeks ago I started playing, went to my first local, learned how to play. I got like starter deck stuff, a few cards, some staples. Last week I went, bubbled out of my box tournament, close game 3 to David Pena. Lost that. Ended up 1 and 2. Didn't make top. That was a little unfortunate. Today, though, we went to the Massachusetts event today. They had a promo tournament. We know that they have a bigger crowd than us, so we wanted to go basically check out their crowd, check out their players, and just pretty much see how that event was going to be like and how the competition would be in the future. So we went down there. About an hour away. It's not too far. And I ended up going 3-0-1. So we were 3-0, me and this other guy, and I do not recall his name actually. We're both 3-0, and they said if we draw, we both get a mat. If one of us wins, then only that guy gets the match. So there was no point in us not drawing because the packs were the same and the credit was the same. So it was just the way the tournament was structured. So we ended up drawing. We did play, but we ended up drawing, so we both got mats and everything. So I ended up playing this deck. I'll show you the profile. This is the mat that I won. The Heroes, I guess, winners mat. So I was playing blue, green, Vegeta Control, Hand Destruction. Out of the leaders I've played, this is like the fourth leader I played. It's my favorite one so far. I like they can awaken itself. The crit's obviously really good. I know this is a really played leader. It's probably overplayed in a lot of people's local metas, but surprisingly, at our local today at Pandemonium, we had 28 players, and I believe there were 4 Vegeta decks, something like that. I was the only one that got top 4 with it. So, to my knowledge, there were only 4. There might have been another 1 or 2 at the lower tables, but to my knowledge, there are about 4. So for you that do not know what Vegeta does, you can add one of your life cards to your hand to give him critical for the turn. And the Awaken side does the same exact thing, but if you have 7 or more blue mana, he gets plus 10,000 power. So I never had 7 blue mana. I don't think I ever will have 7 blue mana. So pretty much just does the same thing, which is really good. And I didn't use his effect while he was awakened that many times. A few times at key points to deny them cards when I knew that it was going to hit them for damage or make them combo with their hand. And I had extra protection where I was fine with taking the life, but for the most part, I just used it when it was decided early game. And then late game, I just used the draw 15k, and then had basically my cards to defend me and win. So I'm gonna get into the deck. For 1-drops, I played 4 Majin Buu. It's a blue staple, draws a card. When I first started playing the game, saw this card, I was like, I'm playing 4 of this. It's an amazing card. I think it's foreseeable future it's going to be just played in blue. It's just extremely, extremely good card. Then it goes 4 Broly's. So this is the start of the Broly engine for the hand control. It's a great 1-drop green card. Looks at the top 7 just like the starter Goku and grabs a Broly. So I have a bunch of targets in here, like 9 other targets on the first one. So I hit almost every time. One time early game I missed all tournament, and a few times like mid game I missed probably twice. So overall it was really good with the number of Broly's I played. And you could play more Broly's. I don't have the promo one. I'd probably play it so 1 or 2 if I had it. I'm not the big. I think it's good, but everyone today was trying to get it, and I'm not sure if it's worth the money that it's at right now. So this Broly starts the engine. Really good card on 1. 4 Human Shield Krillin. It's the blocker for the deck. It's green. Adds extra green to the deck, and when you're using Vegeta to take damage, having the 4 blockers is really nice to be able to take pressure off. And I like being able to play Krillin and have it on the field and not have to like worry about having the mana. I mean, they can obviously kill it with certain effects, but I just liked having the on a turn where I had an extra green mana, I could just play Krillin, which is like gonna be a negate later. 4 boost attack Piccolos. You play 4 of this card on that for your leader, whatever color it is. You just do it. 4 energy power Gotenks. So this card underperformed today, I would say, to my expectations, but it was still good. That makes sense. I thought the card was good, but every time I attacked, they just discard a card and then let their leader take the damage, and they replace the card, which is still good because they're not plussing off you dealing damage. You're just getting to deal damage without them plussing. They still have to discard a card, which I like, but Vegeta essentially does the same thing, but I think this is probably better late game. That's why I played it, and I like the green cost. So I think I'm going to stick with 4, but I might try like a variation with Vegeta and just see how it plays. 2 Fury Shield Vegeta. You could also play the counter one, or this one. They basically both just get things off the board that you need to get off the board. I obviously have Vegeta to deal damage to myself to awaken, so I don't need this Vegeta. That's why you could play the counter one, but I like having the option in there anyway. And I like being able to kill things and awaken when I was at 6 health essentially when my opponent didn't think I would be able to awaken even with Vegeta. I could awaken on that turn, and it caused me to win a game because I got to do a bunch of crazy things. Next, 4 Beerus, Energy Boost Beerus. This such a swingy card. You can play this, just kill something, and then use 20k double strike. Having 4, I was able to charge it early if I needed a blue mana without having fear that I'm not going to see another one. I have 4, and seeing multiple copies isn't really bad. Killing a battle card is always pretty solid. So I really like this card. I really like 4 copies right now. I think it was a great card. I went with Super Saiyan Gotenks. I think this card's just better than Princess Speed Vegeta. So untapping the mana is huge for the defense because when you're at lower life of Vegeta, usually there's times where you're like 3 life, 2 life kind of early, and untapping is really good to be able to protect yourself because it's actually a playable card on 5 where Vegeta is not playable on 5 pretty much, and he's just bigger than Vegeta also, and he still replaces himself. He doesn't plus a card, but he replaces himself. Then I played 4 Bio Broly. So obviously you can get this off of the little Broly, and the point is you evolve this over the little Broly for 4 instead of his normal cost of 5, and your opponent has to discard 2 cards from their hand. So it's not random, so they get to choose the cards, but no matter what, discarding 2 cards in their hand is just good. So this was really good all tournament. Playing against it, I saw how good it was, why I made the deck. It's just so good to be able to have your opponent just force them to discard cards. And if you play smart, you play certain ways, you're going to deny them advantage in other ways. So when you're already denying them cards, you're plussing cards, and you're just discarding more cards, you just get advantage, and you can swing the game really easily. Next card, one of Awakening Rage Sun Goku. This card I think is pretty underrated. A lot of people don't play this card. It just, both times I actually played it, it was really good. Just killed, I think one time I killed 2 dudes, the other time I killed 4 guys. And just really good to just play it. Even the 2 dudes, just killed it, and it was triple strike 25k. Both times I had Krillin and discard, even if you don't, it's 25k double strike. I think the card's pretty underrated, and overall it was great. One of, I'm not sure if I'd play 2, especially in this deck, but it was great when pressure was being put on me. I could play it and just clear the board. So I really liked it in the deck. Next card, this was my favorite card. So Tim, he's a player from my local. He didn't play this card in his version. That's where I got the idea for this deck. But I really like this card. Anthony Hernandez played 4 of it in his version, which I don't know how I feel about 4, just because of the 4 green cost. But it is another target, so you're probably never going to whiff your Broly. And playing them back to back is just insanely good. Uh, this card is so good when you play it. The 4 green cost is really the deterrent, especially in a dual colored deck. But I really like the card. I think I'm going to keep as a 2 of right now. I'm going to maybe test a 3 of, and we'll see go from there. And but I really like the card in the deck. It was another big bomb, 30k double strike. It's hard to win when it starts 15k over leader. For sevens, I played one God Break Sun Goku. I didn't actually play this card during any of my 4 matches today. I think charged it once. Different game. It was just sitting in my hand, and I don't think I saw it the other 2 games. Um, but I just want another finisher, other than the finishers that I'm already playing, and that wasn't a discardy effect. It could just attack. It's not as I just kill you when you're at 2 as obviously evolving lightning fast hit, because that's you just kill them unless they have cold bloodlust. But they can't negate it, they can't block it, and again, starting 15k over leader, it's makes it a lot easier to win the combo fight. So I just wanted another card to be able to pressure my opponent and win the game in the late game. For the last battle card, last bomb, I played 2 Beers, General of Demolition. So this obviously it adds with the discard. When your opponent's already discarding cards, it's harder for them to discard the 2 cards for this. Obviously, if they don't, they lose. For the most part, I don't see them winning. So, if the only 2 times I played this, they didn't have the cards to discard, so it cleared their things. Even if they do have the cards to discard, it's just like every time it attacks, it's like evolved Bio Broly. They have to discard 2 cards from their hand. So I thought this was a great finisher. You could play 3 of this, and like this Goku could be a 3rd Broly or a 3rd Beerus, or the Goku pretty much. And you don't have to run, I guess, this Goku. So this Goku could have been 3 Broly's, 3 Beerus if I really wanted. There's a lot of things you can do with the deck, which is one of the reasons why I like it a lot. But these are the finishers I went with today. Overall, I liked it. This Goku, again, it might go to a Beerus, might go to a Broly, but for now I'm going to test it as it is just because I like the variety. For non-battle cards, I played 3 full power energy. I wanted to play 4 just because, again, with Vegeta, you can take a lot of damage early, and having negates is great, and this is really good versus red because it kills their Kaba and stuff. But I had the 4th in the side deck anyway, because I didn't really have room. I didn't feel like I had enough room to play a 4th one. And I had the 4 Krillins, and I play 4 Whis' Coercion. So I had 7 negates plus the 4 Krillins. I thought that was going to be enough. I might try and fit in the full power energy, but overall I felt like I had a good amount of defense. And the last card I played was 4 Sensu Bean. Card is insane. Obviously, it's ridiculous on the block. You can just have 1 mana open, Whis' Coercion, untap, keep 1 mana open. If you have no more gates, you can still Sensu Bean, untap, more stuff. The card is just really nuts. And I think the main problem is that every color in this game right now pretty much has all the same cards in a way. Yellow, I guess, has Cold Bloodlust and Crusher Ball that other things don't have. And blue has Sensu Bean. I'm sure red and green have other cards, but these are like low 1 cost cards that you get. They're easily splashable, just cards that have high impact, low cost. And that's why I think that blue is the best color right now. I think yellow is a really good color too. It's a really good splash color. That's a deck though. I went again 301 split for first with can't remember his name. Sorry about that. But I'm gonna continue creating more content. Gonna do featured matches, more deck profiles, everything. Maybe some discussions with some other players. But I'm really enjoying the game. I really like it. It's been fun playing cards again, actually getting to my locals, playing, going, seeing people again, old friends from Naruto that I played with 4 years ago. Some guys I haven't seen 4 or 5 years. So it was a great time playing the game. I've really enjoyed DB Super, and I like set 2. It's looking good. So I'm excited for the future. Until next time, boys, I'm out. Peace.